and all who inhabit it. My name is Jessy, my pronouns are she, her, and you may know me from that one episode of Junior Journey where I lost the world's most cursed mirror match against the one and only Leah of Progression Playoffs fame. Well, turns out Leah just could not get enough of Junior Journey, and she has challenged me to a rematch. Of course, you know me, I am always up for a challenge, and I gladly accepted. For today's battle, though, we're going to be doing things a little differently. You won't find any fully optimized, constructed aggro burn strategies here, folks, because Leah has created a junior format battle pack. I'm not going to go over this list of cards in excruciating detail. I really just want to get to opening packs and see what I'm working with. How these battle packs work is we open a total of 4 packs, which leaves us with 52 cards. We then make a 30 card deck and play a best of 3. For the record, this custom pack is up on YGO Pro Deck, and if you find yourself wanting to play with it yourself, you only got to follow a couple steps. Step 1, turn custom pack on. Step 2, search Junior Confrontation. And here we have Battle Pack Super Junior Confrontation. That is 3051, as represents the number of cards that are relevant to deck building. We'll go ahead and open 4 of these, and let's get started. Big Tusk Mammoth. Samorg is a weird one. Ooh, Metalmorph. Ooh, that is a Gores, which is a super rare. Alright, pretty good start. Dust Tornado is a good one. Another Metalmorph is kind of neat. Our rares for the set are Diablos and Raging Earth, which is about the most penis monster that ever did penis. And I realized that because of MBT, penis has become a slang term for just bad. But I don't mean that Raging Earth is a bad card. Raging Earth is a pretty good card. It just literally is a penis. Bottomless Trap Hole and Flame Ogre. Oh, hello, old friend. It's very good to see you. Otherwise, we've got, Ryukyu? Last battle pack. Let's go. Flip cards. Giant Trunade and Krez the Light Monarch. Alright. Cool. So these are the 52 cards that we're going to be deck building with. Let's go ahead and open up Dueling Book.
Hello everybody, I am Leah. You may have seen me from Progression Playoffs and Junior Journey, and I'm so excited to be playing Battle Pack Super Junior Confrontation today with Jess. So I'm just going to give you a quick rundown of kind of what's in the set. First, I should tell you that this set has been kind of a community effort, so I spent a lot of time designing this, but I got a ton of feedback from the Junior Format Discord, who suggested a bunch of really good changes that I think has made this a well-rounded limited experience. So the idea behind Battle Pack Super Junior Confrontation is that you are meant to play it like the actual battle packs by opening a couple of packs and building a 30-card deck. However, you play with Junior Format rules, which if you're watching this channel, I'm sure you're familiar with. So there's lots of wacky stuff in here that would never work in normal limited. And I'm so excited to try it. Because the set is pretty big, it's 200 cards, and almost every card does something, I am not going to give you like a thorough rundown, but I am going to scroll through and point out some interesting stuff just so that you have a sense of what it's possible to pull here. You should keep in mind each player will be pulling 4 13-card packs for a 52-card pool, so most players will only be seeing half of the commons at best. In fact, I think you're probably seeing closer to like a third of the commons. Tons of removal that you can see here. Needle Sealing has the potential to be mass removal. In the spells and traps, remember you can't play quick play spells in this format as quick plays, but you can play them as regular spells, which is why stuff like Scapegoat is here. Trade-in is interesting. It might be draw for you. Stuff like Magical Dimension and Stamping Destruction might lead you to play a tribal kind of strategy. Here we have Fissure. Great card. Next up is the monsters. Now there's a ton of really interesting monsters. Perfect Machine King. Tons of huge bunguses. There's also value guys. Stuff like Kaiser Glider that trades well. There's smaller dudes like Spirit Reaper. Dudes that you might play like Spell Canceller because it negates an equip spell. One really cool one is Ice Master. This is like Exiled Force, but it's a 2500. We've got the classic Karibo in here. My favorite McDonald's promo, Cosmo Queen. So some really cool stuff in here. At the rares, we have a lot of the higher power, more consistent removal that you would always want to play. Trap Hole, Karma Cut, all of the discard spells, Regeki, Phoenix Moon Wind Blast, Magic Cylinder. You have sweepers like Malevolent Catastrophe and Lightning Vortex, and also draw spells like Graceful Charity, and really recursive stuff like Akibio Drakmord. For the rare monsters, you'll notice that every single one of the attribute reptiles is in here because they wipe the board, so it would be nice to pull some of those. Giant bunguses like Tyrant Dragon, Ultimate Tyranno, Ultimate Obedient Fiend are in here at rare, and we also have some good removal type stuff like Chaos Sorcerer, DD Warrior Lady. Once we're getting into super rare, ultra rare, secret rare territory, which I'll just show you here, it's kind of hard to pull these in just 4 packs, so you might see only a single one, but that adds a lot of spice and variety, and this is some of the really broken stuff. Torrential Tribute, Mirror Force, Pot of Greed, Monster Reborn, Heavy Storm, Brain Control, Dark Hole. The Creator, you've got Junior Journey All-Stars, Storm Shooter, and BES Tetrin. If you pull those, you're based. And then at Ultra Rare, stuff like Solemn Judgment, Regeki, this is where it gets really broken, Light and Darkness Dragon, Cloudy and Eye of the Typhoon, Splendid Venus. For the Secret Rares, these are some of the most insane cards to pull. Burden of the Mighty, really good. Yamada Dragon can win the game on its own, as can Dark Lord Zerato, Dark Magician of Chaos, Dark Arm Dragon, and Blackluster Soldier, Envoy of the Beginning. I'm really proud of the work that I've done and the work that the community has done to put this together. I think it's going to be so much fun, and I'm really, really excited to play it. Here we go, Super Junior Confrontation. So I'm hoping to pull some of the higher rarity stuff here. Let's just get into it and see. Okay, so there's a lot of good stuff in here. So these rares, Akibio Drakmord, pretty good recursive removal and limited. Ultimate Tyranno, huge bungus. Tribe Infecting Virus, great removal. Really happy to see Dust Tornado. I got it. Wow, I have a lot of spell and trap removal in here. Definitely a good one. Archfiend of Gilfer. Okay, let's see what else. Another Ultimate Tyranno. So we have 2 of those. Okay. Gore Turtle I could use for stall. Nightmare Penguin, also water. Rising Energy, Prague Playoffs. Different Dimension Capsule. I don't know if I'll play Different Dimension Capsule. Maybe. We've got 2 Wingbeat of Giant Dragon. Magician of Faith, another Gora Turtle. I'm beginning to think maybe I could play like a Gora Turtle thing. Magician of Faith definitely seems good. Really happy to see Draining Shield. Oh, Mother Grizzly. So, since I have the 2 Gora, I could play Mother Grizzly floating into Gora Turtle type thing. Maybe. And last one here. Dragon Seeker. Very cool. Mechanical Hound. Maybe the biggest dude that I have. Graceful Charity. Let's go. Okay, so this is definitely an interesting selection of cards. I'm going to put together my packs and see how it goes.
This is the battle pack deck we are going with. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. Leah did a really good job of building this pack so that there are a lot of like at least middle of the line and at least like mostly useful cards. So I feel pretty good about this deck. We certainly have a lot of plays. We've got our old friend, one Flame Ogre, Mr. Scoliosis himself, as well as one Kurez, the Light Monarch, as our banned cards that are making an appearance here. You've also got one Gorz, the Emissary of Darkness. I think Gorz in this format is even crazier than in regular format, right? Like, fucking, this thing has 2700 attack, which is pretty big in this context, and then also has the effect where if you have no cards on your side of the field and your opponent attacks directly, it can summon itself and get a token. Crazy fucking card. We're running a Mystic Tomato and a Sangan, which may be a little bit suspect because we only actually have the one thing to search with Sangan, which is Haidhane, but it seems okay to thin my deck a little bit, and it also seems okay to search out the Haidhane. We've got one Penis Earth, one McDonald's Queen, one Diablo's King of the Abyss. It's another big monster, and it lets me fucking make Leah pitch her draw for turn and try again if I don't want to deal with that card. We've got one Fiendish Engine, can go all the way up to 3800 attack at the cost of giving us a mandatory attack position target. One M's the Infinity, I think 2500 is pretty good in this format, and furthermore, I have a couple of battle trick equip card situations, so hoping that this will work out for us. 1 Dark Ruler Hades, in case Leah ends up with a Mystic Tomato Sangan situation of her own. End of Anubis, same deal. 1 BES Crystal Core. I think this is probably the best BES I have access to, because it switches Leah's monsters to defense mode. We've got our Mechanical Hound, it has a big body, and if we get all our cards out of our hands, we can cut Leah off of spell cards. 1 Hane, which can essentially bounce Leah's whole field. 1 Last Will. Again, this can only really summon Mystic Tomato and Sangan, but, you know, it's Last Will. Still seems pretty good. 1 Giant Trunade to clear back row. 1 Tribute to the Doom to destroy monsters. 1 Ryukyu, target 2 face-up monsters on the field. Half the attack of 1 monster, and if you do, add the lost attack to the other monster. These effects last until the end of the turn. This can increase our monster's attack strengths to absurd heights while making Leah's monsters puny. Bait Doll is pretty good back row removal. Monster Gate is kind of neat. Scapegoat is okay. It's not a quick play spell anymore. I think Scapegoat is at least capable of holding Leah off for a couple turns. 1 Bottomless Trap Hole, best trap in the format. 1 Dust Tornado, 3rd or 4th best trap in the format. And then we've got our equip battle traps, Blast with Chain and Metal Morph. Blast with Chain increases the attack by more and also has a trick whenever it gets destroyed. But Metal Morph can be a huge asset in helping my monsters get over Leah's that are giving me trouble. 1 Rising Energy, which increases a monster's attack by 1500. 1 Michizure, which destroys one of Leah's monsters when one of mine is destroyed. And 1 Negate Attack. I cannot tell you what it does. 1 Kinky Dragon to decrease Leah's attack. Another BES Crystal Core inside. Maybe this will go into main after games 2 and 3 in place of like the Mystic Tomato and the Sangan and the like. We've got a BES Covered Core. It's a little bit bigger than all the other BES monsters, but has less counters on it. So I'm not sure how useful it'll be. Vampire's Curse is a neat trick. It can come back if it's destroyed by battle. Big Tusk Mammoth can keep Leah's monsters from attacking on the turn they're summoned. I don't know if I'm going to be using the Moon. Whenever it got to the end of this battle pack and filling out the side deck, I was really kind of scraping the bottom of the barrel. There are a couple cards, obviously, from my polls that didn't make it. Debris Dragon seems just terrible. I do not have anywhere near enough dragons, and also it needs to be face up, so Leah needs to know what she's doing. The Moon is slightly better than Debris Dragon, I think. When this card is summoned, toss a coin. Heads, during your standby facing a special summon. When Moon Fairy. Tails, during each of your end phases, select 1 monster you control and give it to your opponent. So the heads effect is useless, and the tails effect is just catastrophic. So I don't know if the Moon will be very useful in this deck. I guess, again, it has a 2800 defense line, so similar to the World, we can just set it. So that is an option, but again, I don't know if we're really going to be bothering with the Moon. 2 Simorgh Burn of Divinity has a pretty good stat line and can get Leah for some burn. 1 Elemental Hero Blade Edge, decent stat line and does piercing. 1 Sword Hunter. This was also one of the cards that pretty much made it because I was on the last like 8 or 9 cards and deciding what else would go into the side deck. Sword Hunter is okay. If I'm going to be using it, I'm definitely going to need to combine it with a Blast with Chain or a Metal Morph to try to destroy one of Leah's monsters and get this thing's attack up there. 1 Gigantus, which is only summoned by banishing an Earth monster. Luckily, we got a couple of decent Earth monsters, especially Raging Earth, which wants to be in the graveyard anyway. Gigantus, whenever it's destroyed, destroys all spells and traps on the field, so that's kind of nifty. Heated Heart increases my monster's attack and lets them inflict piercing damage. Needle Sealing will blow up the field if there are 4 or more monsters. I'm not sure we're going to get that far, though. If there are 4 monsters on the field, I almost feel like somebody has won by that point. But, you know, we have to fill out the side deck, so we can try it out in the side anyway. And then we've got Malevolent Catastrophe. Maybe I'm underestimating this card a little bit. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, destroy all spells and traps on the field. So I have to wait for Leah's monster to attack before I get to pop back row. But this format is a little bit slower anyway, so maybe this card isn't too bad. It's starting off in the side deck, and then if it seems like I'm having a lot of trouble with Leah's back row, I will move it into main. I will see y'all in the games, and wish me luck.
Okay, and here we are with the list. So I'm pretty proud of what I pulled, and I think that I've made a really cool deck. So let me walk you through it. I've kind of put things in a wonky order here to explain them. So the core of this deck is Gora Turtle. This is a rare. I pulled 2 of it, and this card is crazy in junior format because everybody always has more than 1900 attack when your opponent is trying to beat you up with bunguses. So the goal of this deck is to establish Gora Turtle and then win from there. Mother Grizzly can search it. Next up, we have guys who help us win once we have Gora Turtle. So Catapult Turtle can burn them, Tribe Infecting Virus, Hade Hane, and our 2 Nightmare Penguin can all help clear the way. And Nightmare Penguin has incidental synergy with the bunch of water monsters we have in this deck. Next up after this is Stall and Draw. So Total Defense Shogun is a defender, but he can also attack while Gora Turtle's up. Cybernetic Magician is just an all-around good guy who can help protract the game. He can remove almost anything, which is good. Magician of Faith and Crystal Seer both help us to draw more cards and kind of bring everything together. Then we have a bunch of machines. BES Covered Core, BES Crystal Core, Cyber Phoenix, which also helps us draw, and Perfect Machine King. So this is kind of like our machine package together with Mechanical Hound. These 2 are also pretty good because they can stall out the game for a while and they're just independently good on their own. Finally is our contingent of bunguses. Mechanical Hound, Simorg, and our beautiful 2 Ultimate Tyranno are just giant bunguses that can win the game on their own. Simorg is especially worth pointing out because not only is he a giant bungus, he also does burn damage at the end of each end phase, which can combine synergistically with our Catapult Turtle for our burn win condition once we've established Gora Turtle if we need it. For the spells and traps, 2 different dimension capsules plus 1 Grateful Charity. So all of these are intended to help me find and assemble my combo. The 2 DDC is kind of a godsend here. Hopefully Jess does not bring in spiritualism against it. Akibio Drakmord. This card is crazy. If you've ever played a progression series, you know that this is actually one of the best removal spells in Limited. It can also help us win a game once we've established Gora Turtle. Spiritualism, I'm not really sure what I'm using this card for. I didn't want to go below 10 spells and traps because that felt like too many monsters. But honestly, since we're not really trying to win combat and clear the back row, I'm not sure what this could do for us. Maybe we could bounce an equip spell. Tribute to the Doomed is removal, and we generate a lot of card advantage. For the traps, Adhesion Trap Hole and Draining Shield both slow down the game, and Dust Tornado and Rising Energy are both just very, very individually strong cards, and sometimes we will be attacking, and Rising Energy can even help our tiny guys win a combat. For the sideboard, so our game plan is to do the Gora Turtle thing. Now, one of the weaknesses of Gora Turtle in this format is that Jess could side in a bunch of tiny guys that can deal with Gora Turtle. So I'm going to try to give Jess the runaround by siding out of the Gora Turtle stuff in Game 2, win or lose, and bringing in our aggro package. So in the sideboard, here's the package. 2 Skull Archfiend of Lightning. This guy is great and can blank opponent's removal potentially, 50% chance. Archfiend of Guilford trades well. Vanity's Ruler is a guy. Inferno Hammer can Book of Moon an opponent's monster when it wins. Spiritualism, which we will be using to clear out the back row and win combat. Blast with Chain, which is great combat trick. And when we have more main deck monsters that are likely to match Jess's level, we could bring in Arrival Appears. Rest of the sideboard's kind of iffy. I doubt I'll bring it in. Maybe we would bring in Mask of Darkness with the aggro plan, but probably not. Dragon Seeker is a very cool card in this pack. When this is normal or flip summoned, destroy a dragon. So if we see Jess is on dragons, we will bring in the Seeker here. And then last we have a tomato package, Mystic Tomato Visor Shock, and 2 Armageddon Knight. I highly doubt I would bring this in unless I'm really hurting for Visor Shock for some weird reason, so likely not happening. Overall, I think my deck's really sick. I wasn't able to include all 52 of the cards. I had to cut a bunch of tribal support for types that I didn't have, like my 3 Wing Beat of a Giant Dragon, which I would have loved to play if I had dragons, which I don't. But yeah, overall, cool deck. So excited to play. I think this is going to be really, really fun and interactive. So let's get into it.
Well, look who has returned to the Junior Journey fray and has challenged me to another match. How are you feeling about this?
I am feeling very good, and I'm excited to be back and to play again. After last time, I just couldn't get the taste of blood out of my mouth, so I had to do it again.
I was going to say, I'm a little bit surprised that you played the game that we did on Junior Journey and your reaction was, oh yeah, I want all this shit all the time in my face. Like, this is exactly the format that I want to be playing in.
I've kind of grown to really like it, and I love designing and playing Limited. It's charming how weird and quirked up Junior is.
It really is.
So...
And also, we will hopefully not be running into any Cloudy and Eye of the Typhoons today. But I am very excited about the battle packs because with that in mind, it gives us the opportunity to play out these games a little bit with cards that we don't see as frequently, but are genuinely do really interesting things in the Junior Journey format and with the Junior Journey rule set. So I'm really excited.
Yeah, I'm excited too, and I think I'm always excited to play Limited, and I think with this especially, there's so many cards that aren't quite good enough for Constructed, that are just so interesting that you've never heard of or would never think of that wind up being good in this. How were your polls, by the way? Because I have to say, I think my polls were pretty good, and I've got something pretty spicy cooked up for you.
See, the fact that you have something spicy cooked up for me makes me a little bit nervous because my polls were they were good. They were good stuff. This is a battle pack of good stuff, and I made a deck of good stuff, and I feel pretty good about my good stuff. But if you are coming in with an actual real life strategy, I might be in trouble.
I'm playing 60 card Infernoids. Let's do it.
Is that legal in 2008? Do you have special privileges?
I have a pass.
You have... am I going to be seeing Smashing Ground again?
No.
Right.
That I do not have. Alright, good luck.
Good luck and have fun, Leah.
I think I'm going to have a lot of fun because I'm going to activate Graceful Charity.
Oh my fucking god, you got a Graceful. Yep, that's fine. I have been a fucking long time since I saw this card. Been playing in a lot of formats where it's banned.
Yeah, I think it's a rare in here. I'm gonna discard Different Dimension Capsule. And I'm also going to discard... This one's a hard one. I will discard BES Crystal Core.
Ooh, that's a neat one.
I love that the BES monsters are potentially playable in this.
The BES monsters are all really interesting and all have very different levels of goodness. BES Crystal Core is right in the middle.
Yeah. Okay, and then I will I'll set my one, and I'm gonna summon a Total Defense Shogun here.
Oh my god! I love this idiot! Oh, that's hysterical!
I think he's great.
Okay.
He's just a super heavy samurai card printed in 2003.
So, I actually don't know if I have anything that can get over Total Defense Shogun.
Let's go!
Second, so I am gonna use another card that pretty much never sees play in Constructed, but hopefully you don't have any cards to make me horribly regret this. I'll go ahead and activate Scapegoat.
Ooh, okay, sure.
Yeah, this card is not a quick play card in Junior format, is but a mere normal spell card, so whenever you're playing in the real, like, meta and your opponent is just summoning 3k monsters every turn, this is not the best option, but
You
here,
know,
all I gotta worry about is a total defense Shogun.
yeah, and I think it's kind of playable and limited here because of how many blocks it gives you.
This is true. You can't get to my
Okay.
life points for a bit.
I am gonna Dust Tornado that back row.
No! I was gonna Dust Tornado you! This is mean.
Amazing. I know it's possible to play Junior over Edo Pro, but I love that like the weird rule set basically marries you to playing Dueling Book. Very funny.
Yeah, we have an EDO Pro server set up for Junior format, but a lot of those cards are, because of the way EDO Pro is set up, are OCG based rather than TCG based, and a lot of Junior format cards don't work properly for that reason, so it's always kind of like just hunting out the bugs and trying to get all of them out.
Okay, here. So I am going to I'm gonna do something else spicy here. Let's summon Tribe Infecting
Oh,
Virus.
fuck! Okay.
And I will pitch to kill all of the beasts.
I'm losing my fucking mind. Alright. So, it's not all for naught, though, because I am gonna be taking this 1600, but that's all I'm gonna be taking because Gores is coming out.
I was gonna attack with Total Defense Shogun. Come on.
Yeah, I know you were. That's Total Defense Shogun's whole thing. I was also really happy when you attacked with Tribe first.
Oh man. So anyway, is Tribal once per turn?
It's not. So you can still are both of these monsters warriors?
No, Gores is a fiend. And the Emissary of Darkness is a fairy.
Oh, wow. Look at this genderqueer motherfucker. So you actually cannot destroy both of my monsters, I'm sorry to say.
I can't. So the Emissary of Darkness is the amount of defense. So it's a 1600?
Yes. So,
okay.
Yeah, neither of your monsters have attack stats to get over it, but you can Tribe Infecting my Gores.
I could. That's a tough call. Tribe Infecting the Gores. I think I'm just gonna pass here.
Okay.
I can't believe I got baited in. You could have Gores for the next, like, 3 turns.
I am going to go ahead and we'll just go ahead and keep these powerful ban cards going. I'm gonna normal summon Kurez the Light Monarch.
Oh, wow, that is pretty good. Alright.
Yeah, I am going to target Tribe Infecting Virus and my own token. Do you have any response?
I do not, so we'll each draw a card.
That is correct.
Alright, sure.
Such is the way of the Kurez. So, I'll go ahead and set one, and then... Is Mirror Force in this battle pack?
It is. Mirror Force is an ultra rare.
Okay. What are the chances that you pulled an ultra rare?
100%.
But I mean, I already summoned the super rare Gores, so I don't know how salty I can be about that, but I'm not gonna do it. I am going to sit on my ass for a minute.
You may wind up regretting that, depending on what that back row is. Because I am going to summon Ultimate Tyranno.
No!
My rare.
No! I didn't think this card was in this pack!
He's in here.
God damn it. Alright, well, that's fine. He's here.
Alright, I'm gonna go to battle phase.
That's fine.
So in case you have, like, Blast with Chain or Mask of Weakness, I guess I should hit Kuvaz first, so that it beats exactly Blast with Chain. Although, to be fair, if you had Blast with Chain, you would have set it and then Kuvaz'd it. Unless it was exactly what you drew.
Well, I can't set it and Kuraz it, because Blast with Chain needs to be activated first before I can Kuraz it.
Oh, okay, that's true. Well, you would have held it. You would have held it in that case, so...
Yeah.
I am going to... I'm still going to hit the Kuraz first for safety here. Let's hit him.
That'll be 600. We're gonna chain metamorph, equip it to my gores, so this will actually be a trade.
So target equips this if it attacks.
Yeah.
Okay. So it won't gain the bonus.
Yeah. The bonus is only if I am attacking your monsters. If your monsters are attacking me, I only get that 300.
Yeah. Well, I will respond with rising energy.
No.
I'll pitch the Cyber Phoenix.
Oh, that's really bad for me. I am about to. Oh, I thought you were gonna attack with Total Defense Shogun.
No, I forgot about how stupid Ultimate Tyranno is.
Alright. Get fucked. I'm gonna normal summon Fiendish Engine. And I'm gonna declare this stupid piece of shit's effect. Whoops, that was a mistake. We're gonna go to battle phase and take out Ultimate Tyranno.
Wow, okay, that's pretty good. You know, I have to say, this has been pretty back and forth so far.
Yeah,
I'm pretty impressed.
This is like a really good combination of cards for like not overwhelming your opponent, but always having like a certain level of plays to make. So
yeah.
We go to the end phase, and my understanding is that I get to choose the order of Fiendish Engine's effects resolving, so I'm gonna destroy this idiot before I get a useless attack position token, and I'm gonna end it.
So I guess you can choose, like, they don't both trigger at the same time, is what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with that. I kind of thought that the drawback of getting the shitty-ass token was a very funny piece of this card.
And that is a huge problem whenever you don't use its effect and it just, like, fucking sits there.
Yeah. It's interesting because, like, there's not that many common 2800s or stuff like that. So he is very big for a common, but you have to summon a terrible token as a punishment.
Yeah, this is why Fiendish Engine does have a lot of problems, specifically in Constructed, because a lot of people are playing triple Neo Parshath now.
Amazing. Okay, well, hopefully I finally get to attack with my Total Defense Shogun here, which is the only thing I've ever wanted to do this game. But first, I'm going to show you the spice. I'm going to show you the spicy deck building, and I'm going to summon my rare Gora Turtle.
Fascinating. Alright, that is fine.
Now, go, my Total Defense Shogun with less than 1900 attack. Attack, Jessy! 1100.
Oh, this is funny, because if you had attacked with Shogun earlier, I'd be down to 100 life points. So, we're just gonna start off with a Flame Ogre, and I'm gonna draw a card.
Jesus Christ. Okay. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I did pretty well with my, like, banned cards this time around. I will pass it to you.
Ooh, wait.
Oh,
Don't
say
win?
Don't make that noise! Do not make that fucking noise!
I think I fucking win. I am going to... Let me do some math real quick. Yeah, okay. Well, I'm gonna put you on Gotta Have It. I'm gonna normal summon the other half of the plan, Catapult Turtle. Are you there? Are you okay?
I am not there. Summon is fine.
We're gonna tribute off the Total Defense Shogun here.
You got it.
Amazing.
What rarity is Catapult Turtle at? What did you do to me?
Gora Turtle is a rare. Catapult Turtle is actually... I think Catapult Turtle is a common.
That may have been a mistake.
Maybe, yeah. That's entirely possible.
I am fuming. I never want to speak to you again. Go ahead, duelist.
You know, that's valid. That's completely valid. You're within your rights there. I'm gonna set one, and I'm just gonna set one here. Less explosive this time.
Okay, let's run out End of Anubis.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, we will go to battle phase. Let's see what you're working with. Is it Shogun again?
It is not. It is Crystal Seer.
Okay, so this is a flip effect that will be negated by End of Anubis. So I think I'm actually wrong.
So in that case, I'll mill 2. And
Oh, are you
I
fucking
will go ahead
kidding
and
me?
add this one to my hand.
Are you shitting me? Okay, well, that's certainly a situation that exists. I'll set one and pass.
Okay, I mean, let's try to run out a gigantic dinosaur bungus.
Rising energy.
My rising energy.
Fuck, I thought this might be the case. Okay, goodbye. So that's still just 500.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Alright, that was a bit unpleasant. Wait, I did this in the wrong order. So first I'm gonna normal summon Blade Edge, and then
Ooh.
I have
Okay.
Ryukyu.
Okay. Ruryoku's pretty cool here.
We'll go to battle phase, take out Ultimate Tyranno.
How much damage? Is that 2,900 damage?
I think that's 2,600, right? I think that's how the math of this card pretty much always works.
I think that's how Arc Rebellion XYZ Dragon works too, which has... Oh my gosh, wait, that card has Ruryoku's effect. I'm just realizing this now.
How do you pronounce this again?
I have no idea. I call it Ruryoku.
I noticed because we were pronouncing it different ways. I was like, maybe Leah has like the special forbidden knowledge to know whether or not this is the correct. No, okay, that's fine.
No, there's no chance. That was just how I said it as a kid. And if there's one thing I know from Yu-Gi-Oh, it's that a child's pronunciation of Japanese words is always correct.
True. Ever fucking play with Ekabu Drakmorg as a 10-year-old?
In fact, I have right now. I'll Ekabu
No!
Drakmorg.
How did you do that? That's so transphobic. Wow, I don't wanna predict the future anymore, Mom. At least I have a giant roommate. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get in with Elemental Hero Blade Edge.
Alright, I'll take the 26.
Set 1 and pass.
Alright, that's pretty good. Let's try out Perfect Machine King here.
Okay.
Please do not do a combat trick to me.
I don't have a combat trick for you.
Okay. And in main 2 here, I am gonna hit you with the Graceful.
Alright. God, you pulled the nuts. Fucking Ultimate Tyranno and Graceful.
I did get pretty lucky, I have to say, yeah. Let's chuck, Ooh, wait, this is kind of hysterical. Yeah, let's get rid of, A Rival Appears, and, Inferno Hammer. And I'll say go ahead.
Never read this card before in my life.
He's kind of cool. First of all, what the fuck is going on with him?
Yeah, does he have, like, a skull head, but then the rest of his body is, like, exposed muscles? That's deeply unsettling.
He's got the classic skull head, muscle body, eye where his belly button should be.
Yes, the classic.
That all men...
Also,
yeah.
Is his hammer crooked?
It is a little bit.
I don't know how useful that is under those conditions.
You know, he's kind of... I think he's been hitting it too hard, because he kind of has a curve. You know?
I am just gonna pass it for now.
Okay. Alright, so you would tell me if that's Mirror Force, right?
I literally would not, under any circumstances.
Okay. We are going to try it anyway, and if we get punished, then I will be extremely mad at you. Here's Cyber Phoenix.
Cyber Phoenix is fine.
It does buff the Perfect Machine King to 3,200, so, do you have fucking Gores? Oh, well, you have a face down.
I do have a face down, unfortunately.
I'll attack with Cyber Phoenix first. And then with my 3,200 Machine King.
This is not looking good for me.
And then I'll set one. Go ahead.
End step, I will dust the back row.
No, not draining shield. Come on.
Okay.
Be cool.
So the answer is I did have Gores, but we've gotten too low to rely on its effect at this point.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, I can get in with some damage here, but that you do get a card out of it, and it still doesn't leave me in a great situation. So, wait, no, this is junior format. I'm gonna set one and pass.
So you're telling me that if I set a spell trap in main 1, you would have had enough, you would have been able to Gores there?
Yes,
is what I'm
that is
hearing.
correct. Never set before attacking, unless you're playing in duel.
I guess so, yeah. Alright, I do, unfortunately for you, have another machine here.
I do have
No!
the bottomless, so
Oh, that's
it's
so
not
good.
the end of the game just yet.
Oh, see, this sucks because I want to trade with Gores, but if you draw like a Cosmo Queen off the top, I would be extremely beyond dead.
I can still kill you with Cosmo Queen, even if you
That's
leave
true.
my Gores on the field.
That's
unless
true.
you have a face down card.
So what have I seen you use? I'm curious here. So I haven't seen like an equip spell or anything yet. So I'm not necessarily afraid of. Well, I know you have Metalmorph. Maybe you could draw Metalmorph. Okay, so if you could draw Metalmorph, I'll trade our guys.
Okay.
And then I will set a card. Go ahead.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and put you on Better Habit. I don't know if you've ever lost a duel this way before, but I'm gonna go ahead and normal summon Simorg Burn of Divinity.
No! He's gonna burn me!
I am gonna... If this attack goes through and you don't have anything to get rid of my Simorg, I'm gonna get 2700 and then get the rest of the burn end phase.
Okay. The attack is okay. 2700 is okay. Are you going to the end phase?
I am going to main phase 2. I'm going to set one card. I'm going to proceed to end phase.
Okay, during the end phase, I will admit defeat.
Yes! We got it!
Simorg! Come on. Okay.
That's
incredible.
Very funny, because Blue Eyes White Dragon would have done this exact same thing.
Alright, I'll choose second for the first time here.
For all the marbles, let's do this.
Yeah.
The good news for me is I drew a very, very good going first hand. We're gonna summon Flame Ogre.
Wow, okay, sure, go off. Go
I'll
off, Green.
set one and pass.
Why are you doing... Do you think I have Storm Shooter? Why are you
It's
doing
ingrained in me. It's a part of me now.
the Junior Journey L set? Okay, I'm gonna do something that you're gonna think is really funny.
Okay.
But I actually think, like, I'm looking at the composition of my hand, and I actually think I am basically forced to do this here. I am going to Spiritualism the back row.
Sure.
Get that combat trick out of here.
Fantastic. Oh,
Vanity's Ruler!
Oh, now I can't special summon monsters. What the hell am I gonna do now?
Yeah, I bet you're really just shaking over there. I bet you're totally scared and stuff, huh?
Yeah, I'm genuinely terrified from
Go ahead. So I got my spell and my trap there.
Okay, so I am going to start off with a bait doll targeting your back row.
Let me read bait doll.
You made this pack.
I know. But...
No,
Wait,
it's super chill. Bait doll is like not a super frequently used one.
It forces the activation if it's a trap, but it negates the effect if the timing is incorrect.
Yeah, but if the timing...
Okay.
This is... Bait doll is very funny, because if your opponent has, like, a face-down Raigeki break, it's fucking catastrophic for them.
Okay, so... I can meet the timing here. I
Okay.
was really worried for a moment that you were going to force me to destroy my own vanities ruler with Plasma Chain.
You don't need to worry about that, actually. You're not gonna have to destroy your own vanities, ruler. I'm going to destroy your vanities ruler for you. We're gonna normal summon
Okay.
BES Crystal Core.
That's pretty good. Okay.
Yeah, that
So
vanities ruler only has 1600 defense.
by the way, I just want to say I like Crystal Core a lot. I think this card's really cool.
Yeah, it can't be destroyed by battle, and then a lot of the big bunguses in the format have less than 2000 defense. So
Yeah.
it genuinely is just a really solid card. And the best part, actually, is that BES Crystal Core, unlike Tetrin, which gets all the attention, Crystal Core doesn't lose a counter whenever it attacks, only when I use the effect. Wait, no, I got that
Oh
wrong.
yeah.
I don't
No,
use it
that's
when
also a lie.
Yeah, when I don't use the
Oh.
counter whenever I get the effect, I use it when I attack. It's the opposite of what I said. So we'll go ahead and attack your monster, destroy it along with Blast with Chain, lose one counter, but we're still going pretty strong.
Okay, I get Blast with Chain's effect here, right? Come on.
No.
You used the card effect.
Unfortunately, I am sad to say Blast with Chain does not work that way. I wish I could tell 10-year-old Jess that in a very kind and gentle way, but alas.
Oh, I'm sure there's more important things you would have to tell 10-year-old Jess in a kind and gentle way.
That actually is very true. That would not be high on the priority list. Jess, you're a woman.
I can think of several things. Fuck. Damn it. I'm looking at the defense stats of my cards and realizing that they're worthless. Wow, this guy's
All
really good.
fall to BES Crystal Core.
I guess so. Okay. I'm going to do Ekibo Drakmord on it.
That's fine. I'm gonna just like move this into the column so that we remember.
Whoa. Storm Shooter cheating. Yeah, that's fine. I don't have Storm Shooter.
Okay, cool.
I will also set another card, and I'm just gonna pass it here. I'm playing a little fast and loose. No.
Alright, well, things are going pretty well for me. I'll activate Giant Trunade.
Ooh, that is quite good. Yeah, that's pretty good. Man, Trunade slowing down Drakmord is kind of a bad beat, yeah. Trunade's a rare, I think, right?
I believe that it is. I'm gonna normal summon another BES
Oh my
monster. This
God.
time it's gonna be Covered Core. And I think for the time being, I'm just going to attack with Covered Core. I'm not gonna get in with Crystal Core.
Okay. Are you gonna toss a coin and call it?
Oh, that is how this card works. Every BES monster is different. Red! I didn't call that coin. I almost shouted red.
Would you like to flip another one and maybe call it beforehand this time?
Yes, I'm gonna call this one heads.
Okay.
Okay.
All right,
well,
get that counter out of
that was certainly a thing that happened in our lives. I will set one and pass.
I'm just imagining somebody being like, "We'll flip a coin to decide," and they're like, "Call it," and you go, "Red." So, I mean, I'm really getting the BES beatdown here. Jesus.
Yeah, these cards are really fucking good and
They're
limited. Holy shit.
really good. They're really good. I don't think I'm out of it here at all. In fact, actually, I think I have just the answer in Tribe Infecting Virus.
I am afraid that you do.
No, dog, come on. Don't
this
be
is
that
going
way.
so unbelievably well for me.
Wow. Oh, man. Why isn't Tribe a shittier card? He would be able to get under bottomless. All right, well, I guess I'm just going to have to go with my plan from last time, which is just... I'm still going to Drakmord the Covered Core. I still think that's the call.
Yeah, I believe you're correct there.
And, or sorry, the Crystal Core, rather, and I'll pass it back to you.
Yeah. Okay, so what do we do here?
You got me on the back foot.
Well, no reason to commit much of anything else. We'll, go in with, covered chord. Do you have any response?
I do not.
Heads!
Red!
Don't do that! You jinxed me!
Okay, so if it battles without a counter... Okay, so functionally it's dead now, right?
If this card, if this card battles without a counter, destroy it at the end of the damage step.
At the end of the... Okay, the end of the damage step, that would be after it who had destroyed something else, though, right?
Yeah, so I still, have one more attack with it. So
okay, so that's not bad. That's not bad. Okay, the fact that you didn't summon another guy, to me, feels like you don't have the pressure here. So I'm going to put a counter on Drakmord. One more turn for that. You don't have another trigger of this. I'm gonna... Okay, so BES Crystal Core is just stop attack, right? It doesn't change defense. Yeah, okay. So, in that case, I really can't afford to take the 25. Oh, see, this is a problem, though. Because, let's say, for example, I set, and then you summon like a 3k, you could clear it and then kill me, right? Okay, so I think in that case, I'm forced to do it this way. I'm gonna Perfect Machine King, which hilariously is giant.
Yeah,
here.
you have a 3,700 attack Perfect Machine King, so I do have to contend with that for sure. That'll be 1,200 off my total.
And I'll say go ahead here.
Okay, let's see how we want to handle this. I think how we want to handle this is we want to normal summon, once again, good old Kurez the Light Monarch in attack mode.
That's pretty good.
And I am going to blow up your back row and go ahead and have you draw 2 cards.
Thank you for the Pot of Greed.
You are welcome. So now I can BES Crystal Core, switching your monster to defense mode. Kurez cannot attack here. That's the only fucking downside this card has. But Crystal Core can.
Okay.
Also, I lose the counter for attacking, not proccing the effect. I keep forgetting about that.
Yeah, so you have 1 left.
Yep. So I will set a card in main 2 and pass.
Okay. Oh, yeah, this is a tight one, I have to say.
Yeah, you have lower life points, but you got a lot of cards now.
I do, but being on the back row, you have 6,700, you have a back row, too. Oh, that's tough. So I think the most resilient thing I have here, please do not bottomless it, is my own covered core.
That sounds fantastic.
So, okay, Crystal Core still has a counter, so you could do the Crystal Core thing one more time on this. Man, dude, Crystal Core's crazy.
Well, I mean, I can just change it to defense mode. I don't need to lose a counter to do that. It's only when it attacks or is attacked.
Yeah, so that's interesting, because you could attack, and then you still have another attack left in the tank, right?
That is correct. I got, yeah.
Okay, well, Kuraz is currently the bigger threat here, so I'm going to kill Covered Core. I'm going to go into the Kuraz here and see what happens.
You're gonna get negate attacked.
Oh, I don't lose my counter!
You don't! It negates it all outright.
Get wrecked! Go ahead.
Yeah, you don't lose your counter. Unfortunately, it is the end of the game because I have the Ryuko.
Oh my god!
So it doesn't matter that your monster isn't destroyed by battle, because I am just going to get in with all the damage right now.
Wait, so is that game? Because I would take 25. I would take 25 and then 21, right?
Yeah, I can just attack with both of these monsters. Yeah, we took the rematch, baby! Oh, that was amazing. Kurez really...
earned it.
Yeah, well, I mean, Kurez earned it, to be clear. But, yeah, good game, Leah.
Yeah, those were really fun. Yeah, let's see what you got. Last Will is interesting.
I think I should have boarded out of Last Will. I pulled a, Sangan and a Mystic Tomato and a Haidhane. But I ended up siding out of the Tomato and the Sangan, but I forgot to take out the last will.
Yeah, and ooh, Hades, Raging Earth, nice.
Yep, we have the penis. How were your pulls? You got a couple of crazy ones, Graceful
I
and
did,
Ultimate
yeah.
Tyranno.
So here, the rest of my hand, I do think Covered Core was the best thing in my hand. Well, actually, hilariously, I think if I set this Crystal Seer, I think I wouldn't have died because you couldn't Ryoku it.
I couldn't Ryoku it, but I did have Cosmo Queen in my hand at that point.
Oh, okay,
so...
that's pretty good, yeah. I have Magician of Faith, Archfiend of Guilford, and Cybernetic Magician in here. Covered Core was my attempt to kind of stay alive for as long as possible. Yeah, let me mill through the rest here. Rising Energy was definitely a star. I was playing Hade Hade as another one of the win cons for Gora Turtle, but okay, so my game plan was in game 2, I was expecting you to board in like tiny dinguses that could beat Gora Turtle, so I sided out of it into like an aggro strat, which did not work.
I think my brain was more concerned about Catapult Turtle than Gora Turtle for sideboarding, and my strategy was mainly to just hope you didn't draw Gora Turtle. I think my main sideboard plan was that I brought in the 2 Simorgs, because I was kind of like, okay, she can fucking summon Gora Turtle if she wants, and I'll just fucking burn her every turn.
That is kind of smart. I was playing Simorg as well because I wanted to kill you that way also. Simorg's a really interesting card, I feel like. Like, the burn effect on it is actually very impactful here, I think.
Simorg, yeah. So this is the ultra rare that came with one of the, like, first Yu-Gi-Oh! Structure decks ever released. There were, like, the 10 first structure decks that were all, like, type-based or attribute-based.
Yeah.
It's really funny because it was terrible in that deck, because Konami didn't know how to make structure decks, so they were just like, ooh, Harpy's Hunting Ground works with Simorg Burn of Divinity, right? We'll just give you a terrible MST. And this was like 2008 that they released this structure deck.
Amazing.
But
yeah.
So this is like a tribute summon in the TCG that's pretty much useless, but whenever you remove that, it becomes like a big body that does just do consistent burn damage in a format where you can only set 1 card per turn. It's a really interesting little buddy.
Yeah, so I think so I know my rares were, I got the 2 Gora Turtle, the Graceful Charity, the Ultimate Tyrannos. I got 2 of them, by the way. I had a pair of Ultimate Tyrannos.
I got a Handcuffs Dragon, but that just, like, didn't come up. That was in the side deck, and then when I realized you were playing shit like Gora Turtle, I decided we were not bringing that one in.
Handcuffs Dragon, I was curious. Maybe one day I'll see how Handcuffs Dragon works out in this. But the card reads like it's crazy on paper.
It's just, I mean, like, it's just like, whenever this card is destroyed by battle, it fucks over your opponent's monster. In Constructed, you run into the issue of monsters not lasting long enough even to be destroyed by battle, but in this situation, yeah, Handcuffs Dragon seems absolutely nuts. Raging Earth was also one of my rares. The problem is my brain is like, whenever I'm doing the pack opening simulator online, it's very hard for my brain to register the rares as real.
That's fair.
Because I'm not holding shiny cardboard. It's just like some computer telling me that, oh, this is for realsies, a super rare. And my brain is mainly focused on like, ooh, these are cards that are like actually useful for gameplay.
Yeah. Overall, though, I thought that was really a blast. I had a great time.
Yeah,
and I feel like I want to give a big shout out to the members of the Junior Format Discord, including you, who suggested putting in Gora Turtle and Mother Grizzly. So,
I don't deserve a round of applause for that one, but yes, thank you to everyone from Junior Format for helping Leah put this together, and thank you so much, Leah, for putting together this battle pack. Just like looking at looking at the deck that you put together and the deck that I put together, it's just like a really fun combination of cards. And I do think that, like, I said this at the beginning of the video, but if you are interested in participating in this, you can go to YGO Pro Deck, and you can find this by searching Super Junior Confrontation, as long as you have custom packs on.
Yeah, absolutely. And thank you so much. I feel like the fact that it worked out well is a testament to all of the feedback everybody gave. And yeah, Battle Pack Super Junior Confrontation, open 4 packs, build a 30-card deck with a 15-card sideboard, and you'll have a blast. I certainly did.
Hell yeah. You have anything else to say before we close it out? Any plugs? Any chants?
I mean, I don't know. It feels like a crime to come on to like play something with you and be like, watch Prague playoffs. No, I don't have anything to say, really. I
already introduced you as like Leah of Prague playoff fame.
I think the endorsement works the other way around. But yeah, thank you for doing this.
Of course. Thank you all for joining us today. If you liked what you saw, be sure to leave a like and hit that subscribe button if you want to see me doing more of this silly shit. Thank you, and have a lovely day.